Princess Kate's move to Forest Lodge will bring her closer than ever to royal relative who reduces her to a shriek of giggles. They have always been two middle-class girls battling their way through the royal family. Princess Kate is set to move to Forest Lodge in Windsor with Prince William and their three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. As well as giving the family more space, the move will apparently bring Kate Middleton closer to a royal relative with whom she's exceptionally close. Royal biographer Sean Smith spoke to GB News about the Princess of Wales's new home, and what it meant for her friendship with her royal sister, Duchess Sophie. They remain the best of friends, Smith explained. They have always been two middle-class girls from the country battling their way through the etiquette and traditions of the royal family. Smith continued, they do not live in each other's pockets. Kate has three young children to occupy her attention, but their new home, Forest Lodge, is little more than a 10-minute drive from Bagshot Park, so Sophie is near to help and support when she can. Elaborating on why Princess Kate and Duchess Sophie are so close, Smith told the outlet, we first became properly aware of their friendship when they traveled together down the course at Royal Ascot in June 2017 in an open-topped carriage. He continued, Sophie was attempting to change places when she fell on top of Kate, reducing both women to a shriek of giggles. It was a truly happy moment. They have always been two middle-class girls from the country battling their way through the etiquette and traditions of the royal family. Smith continued, she was there to support Kate on the balcony of the Foreign Office in Whitehall in November 2024, a couple of months after the princess announced she had finished chemotherapy treatment. According to Smith, Sophie placed a comforting hand on Kate's back. It was a truly memorable moment. Royal butler reveals how Princess Kate and Prince William are following in King Charles's footsteps by moving the hub of monarchy away from Buckingham Palace. Princess Kate and Prince William are set to leave their modest home, Adelaide Cottage, in favor of the much larger Forest Lodge in Windsor. Sources have suggested that the Prince and Princess of Wales view Forest Lodge as their forever home, and that they have little inclination to move into Buckingham Palace. Now, a former royal employee has suggested that Kate and William are actually following in King Charles's footsteps. Speaking to GB News on behalf of Heart Bingo, former royal butler Grant Harold explained, the royal family are moving the hub of monarchy to Windsor. That's my gut feeling. Harold continued, the king hasn't moved into Buckingham Palace, despite a lot of the work being completed. Elaborating on Charles's decision to avoid Buckingham Palace, Harold told the outlet, he still lives at Clarence House and spends a lot of time at Highgrove and Windsor. He continued, Windsor has become the essence of the monarchy, and it is the spiritual home. It's steeped in history for the royal family, so it does make sense to make it the base. However, royal commentator Hugo Vickers seemingly disagrees with Grant Harold's suggestion, telling Page 6, Kate and William will have to have a London base. Vickers continued, the king has to be somewhere convenient to the center of government. They can't expect ministers to come to Windsor. I am sure William and Catherine will have to use Buckingham Palace as their London base and also for ceremonial duties. Royal biographer and expert Robert Lacey previously told The Telegraph of Buckingham Palace. I don't think it was ever loved. He continued, if you read what kings have said in their diaries, it was always seen as an office. I think, actually, as an office it has been very successful. As a ceremonial figurehead for the royal family, as the place that visitors identify with, it's been a great success. Queen Victoria and Princess Kate shared a love for this one food that Prince William struggles with. Queen Victoria and the current Princess of Wales both had an affinity for one type of food that, though he tries, Prince William truly struggles with. Princess Kate is known for being a keen chef and avid foodie, and she's already passing that gene down to her children, especially Princess Charlotte, who is already developing quite the taste buds. Meanwhile, Prince William, though he tries, hasn't got quite as expansive a palate as the other members of his family. In fact, there's one food that he can't quite get to grips with, that both his wife and daughter love, that also happens to have quite a royal history, having been a firm favorite of Queen Victoria back in the 1800s, according to NPR. In June 1887, on the third morning of the celebrations for her Golden Jubilee, the Queen met Abdul Karim for the first time, and their profound, yet unconventional, connection began. A few weeks after they first met, he cooked her a fine Indian meal, chicken curry, dal, and a fragrant pilau, according to Victoria and Abdul, the true story of the Queen's closest confidant, the biography written by Shrabani Basu. In a diary entry from August 1887, the Queen apparently wrote, had some excellent curry prepared by one of my Indian servants. However, she had definitely had curries before, as they had been popular in England since the late Georgian period, and curry de poulet had been on the dinner menu at Windsor Castle 40 years before, according to British food historian Annie Gray told NPR. Yet the curries from her youth were very different. Much more fruit-heavy and turmeric-forward than an Indian curry, mostly a way to use up leftover meat and vegetables, not regarded as a food for the upper class. This quickly changed, as curry began to be served regularly on her dinner table. Princess Kate is also a fan of curry. Fast forward 130 years or so, and the women of the British royal family still have a love for spicy food and curries, especially the Princess of Wales. During a pre-tour reception ahead of their visit to India and Bhutan in 2016, Prince William and Princess Kate spoke to model Neelam Gill, whose family is originally from the Punjab. Neelam said that the mother of three told me she loved Indian food, so I told her she'd be fine with the spices. However, the Prince of Wales shared that he struggles with the spices. Royal family live updates. Will and Kate show off their Swiftie creds after Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announce engagement. New York Post Entertainment has all the latest news on the British royal family, from Kate Middleton and Prince William to King Charles and Queen Camilla, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, plus more royals around the world. The son of Norwegian Crown Princess Mette-Marit is set to face trial in early 2026 after his indictment last week following a lengthy investigation. Marius Borg Høiby, Mette-Marit's eldest son born before her marriage to the heir apparent to the Norwegian throne, Crown Prince Haakon, was slapped with multiple charges, including rape and domestic abuse. The 28-year-old, who has no royal title or official duties, faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. He has denied the most serious allegations. Princess Anne's husband just joined Kate Middleton and Queen Camilla by receiving a special title. Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence will likely wear a new insignia at the state banquet hosting President Donald Trump next month. The British royal family might be spending time out of the public eye while they take a summer getaway at Balmoral Castle, but King Charles took the opportunity to honor his brother-in-law, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, with a new royal title. Princess Anne's husband was quietly invested with the insignia of a Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order on August 21, according to the court circular, the official record of the royal family's engagements. It is the highest title available within the order, which was established in 1896 by Queen Victoria to recognize personal service to the royal family or the monarch. Sir Tim, 70, became the first member of the royal family to receive the honor since Kate Middleton. Queen Elizabeth named her granddaughter-in-law as a Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, the female equivalent of a Knight Grand Cross, on April 29, 2019, which happened to be Kate and Prince William's 8th wedding anniversary. Others with the honor include fellow royal spouses Queen Camilla and Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. Blood members of the royal family are also part of the club, including Prince Edward and Prince Andrew. Meanwhile, Princess Anne was made a Dame Grand Cross in 1974 before becoming Grand Master in 2007. While Princess Kate, 43, is a member of the Royal Victorian Order, her husband Prince William is not. But as heir to the throne, he will one day be sovereign of the order like King Charles is currently. The Prince of Wales, 43, holds other honors that are considered more prestigious than the Royal Victorian Order, such as Royal Knight Companion of the Most Noble Order of the Garter, the most senior knighthood in the UK, and Knight of the Order of the Thistle, Scotland's highest honor. With Sir Tim's new title will come a new accessory. The insignia for a Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order includes a sash badge and a breast star, which Princess Anne's husband may debut at the state visit hosting U.S. President Donald Trump next month at Windsor Castle. Since becoming a Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, Princess Kate has worn a blue, red and white sash over her dress as well as a badge featuring a Maltese cross at state banquets, signifying her position. At King Charles's coronation in May 2023, Kate wore the red, white and blue mantle, or robe, of the order. While Sir Tim is not a working member of the royal family, the retired Royal Navy officer has often supported them at events such as Trooping the Colour and Remembrance Day over his 33 years of marriage to Princess Anne. King Charles, 76, presented his brother-in-law with the new honor during his holiday at Balmoral in Scotland, where the royals typically retreat each August. Last weekend, members of the family, including Prince William, Princess Kate and their kids, were photographed driving to and from a church service. While it's time away from the spotlight, King Charles continues to work during the summer getaway, reading the diplomatic papers in the famous red boxes, delivered daily, holding audiences and undertaking some public engagements.